In example 1, find the perimeter and area of a rectangle. And to do this, we're just going to use our formulas. So perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times the quantity of the length plus the width. All I need to do is identify what the length and the width are and plug them in. And you probably are used to saying, well, the longer one's the length, the smaller one's the width, or the bottom one's the length, the top one, the one on the right is the width. It doesn't matter which one you use. I could have 7 be the length and 1 be the width, or you could switch it around and have 7 yards be the width and 1 yard be the length. Doesn't matter, you get the same answer either way. So I'm just going to leave this as width, 1 yard will be my length. Now I'm going to plug those numbers in. So I have perimeter equals 2 times the quantity of my length, which is 1. And you may have before always written in yards. I don't like to write those in until the very end. So just know that we're going to have to add a label at the end. Plus my width, which is 7 yards. And now I'm just going to evaluate this expression. Perimeter equals 2. Remember, do parentheses first. 1 plus 7 is 8. 2 times 8 equals 16. But remember, as soon as you're done with the problem, you need to add back in your label. That would be my yards. So perimeter is 16 yards. Perimeter, it's just always the distance around. It's not squared, it's just 16 yards. That's what my perimeter is. For area, I'm going to use my formula, and that's just length times width. And when I go to do that, it's pretty easy. I just plug in my length and my width. My length is 1, my width is 7, and now I find out the area is 7, and add my label back in at the very end, yards squared. Why do I have to square this label? Well, I was finding area, and area is in square units, so it is 7 square yards, or you can read this as 7 yards squared. Looking at our second example, find the perimeter and area of a square. Squares are super easy because we only ever have one measurement. We know the side is 2 meters. This is what our side is. So for perimeter, it's just 4 times s. Well, got to plug in my s, and whenever you plug in a number, make sure to put it in parentheses. What is s? Well, it's 2 meters. So I just do 4 times 2. And this is why we put the parentheses around, because otherwise it might not be obvious whether you add, subtract, multiply, or divide. So I get 4 times 2, which is 8. And remember, add in your label meters, and I don't square it because it's only perimeter. Then I have to find the area. Area, remember, is side times side, or I also showed you it could be written as side squared. You get the same answer either way. I'm just going to do side times side. 2 times 2, just plugging in what my side is. And area equals 2 times 2, which is 4. Don't forget to add back in your label. It's meters, so we will get meters squared. And again, it is squared because area is square units.